But in the end, the supernatural attack was like a mud cow entering the sea, and was directly absorbed by the mutant space, and formed seals with his hands at a speed that was too fast to be seen clearly, and then took out dozens of paper figurines in one go. With a burst of smoke rising up, a dozen huge Shikigami were summoned by him. Except for the 5 major Shikigami with his core abilities, the rest were all created by him to specifically deal with the self-destructing demon dog used by Zhang. There is an upper limit to his use of different dimensions. As long as his energy is overloaded, his abilities will be useless. This information was included in Zhang Yi's personal file by the Jiangnan region headquarters. The source of the information was a battle at Xixian base against Zhang Yi's shelter about half a year ago. Zhang Yi's first energy overload in another space was caused by the explosion of 500 tons of TNT. Since then, the weakness of the different space has been exposed. That is, the energy it absorbs is not unlimited. And this secret was also told to Eclipse by the insider in Blizzard City. However, there is an unexpected thing here. That is, the inner ghost does not know that Zhang Yi's strength has reached the captain level, and the upper limit of the accommodation energy level of other dimensions is far from what it was originally. Go with! Jinguji Seiichiro activated his Shikigami and began to attack Zhang Yi. A group of self-destructing demon dogs took the lead. His purpose is simple. As long as Zhang Yi's dimensional gate is broken, Zhang Yi's combat effectiveness will drop by more than 70%. Then they can easily kill Zhang Yi. How could Zhang Yi not know the other party's purpose? But Seiichiro Jinguji used Yang Mo. If Zhang Yi doesn't use the dimensional gate to block it, then he won't be able to use his own power to resist the self-destruction of this Shikigami. Even if he could escape, the people around him would be killed. Zhang Yiping retreated from everyone around him and opened the dimensional door without hesitation to absorb the self-destructing demon dog. Then he allowed the self-destructing demon dog to explode in his extra-dimensional space. Jinguji Seiichiro's face showed a joyful smile. There are many more self-destructive gods in him. In the past time, he has been thinking of ways to deal with Zhang Yi, their most troublesome opponent. But at this moment, he noticed that the corners of Zhang Yi's mouth slowly raised. "Do you really think you've got me?" The smile on Zhang Yi's lips became stronger and stronger. Then he opened his palm towards the mutants who were eclipsing the moon. "It seems that your information is not complete. I can deflect all physical attacks, and the energy of explosion is also a physical form." In the palm of his hand, the dimensional door suddenly opened. All the energy of the self-destructing demon dog that was originally absorbed by him found an outlet at this time and turned into a huge energy beam that penetrated towards the top of the mountain. That was the energy of a dozen self-destructing demon dogs, and the light emitted turned the entire battlefield white. The power of this blow is not even much worse than Zhang Yi's condensed void. The members of the Eclipse group were shocked. If they were hit head-on by this energy, they would definitely die. At the critical moment, Phoenix Yuanren stood in front of this energy beam. The phoenix blood in his body burned crazily, and a huge three-headed phoenix appeared behind him. Facing Zhang Yi's menacing blow, he opened his hands and blocked it with his body. Boom! Huge energy waves exploded on the top of the mountain, but Phoenix Yuanren was able to endure them all. His body was almost disintegrated, and his clothes were completely burned, exposing his internal bones and organs. Then, relying on the immortality ability of the phoenix, his body quickly returned to its original shape. But his expression was terrifyingly gloomy. Zhang Yi returned the power of Jinguji Seiichiro's self-destructing demon dog, which shows that they made a huge mistake in judging Zhang Yi's ability. I originally thought that Zhang Yi's mutant space was a water tank. As long as there was enough water, the water tank could burst sooner or later. But I didn't expect that Zhang Yi's mutant space was like a spring. unless the one-time injection force is too large, causing the spring to lose its characteristics. Otherwise, he can completely rebound the energy within the absorption range. Jinguji couldn't help but cover his forehead. Is this the mutant with the best defense in the legend? No matter what kind of superpower it is, as long as it is developed to the extreme, it will show great power. What Zhang Yi focuses on is not offense, but defense. Especially after seeing many powerful mutants die, he became more determined in his thoughts. As strong as Deng Shentong and Yuan Kongye can be killed, how can anything in this world be truly safe? Only by wrapping his little quilt tightly, growing lotuses every step of the way, and never taking risks easily can he survive in this dangerous apocalypse. Only I can deal with this guy. You go deal with the others. Phoenix Academy, Ren said. In a deep voice, he glanced at Jumanoba Satoru and Takeuchi Mayumi. Shimono Mono, protect Mayumi, Shimono Mono. Satoru nodded. Don't worry, boss. I will protect Miss Mayumi even if I die. Behind him stood 10 people wrapped in black cloaks, each tall and silent, giving people an eerie and powerful feeling. Phoenix Academy turned to look at Zhang Yi in the battlefield, and then he jumped deep and rushed towards Zhang Yi. Bloody streaks ran across his skin, as red as blood. 10 bright red blood beads popped out from his fingertips and shot toward Zhang Yi. The 10 blood beads were round, and each one had strange lines swimming around. But while in the air, it suddenly turned into 10 fire crows, subduing demonic flame. Seeing the Phoenix Academy taking action in person, Zhang Yi's eyes became extremely serious. He learned some of Phoenix Yuanren's abilities from the information sent back by Deng Shentong before he died. However, it is not comprehensive. Likewise, Phoenix Inner Ren didn't fully understand his abilities. Therefore, if the two of them fight to the death, the relationship between victory and defeat will be difficult to tell clearly. But at this time, he was on the battlefield, and it was impossible for Zhang Yi to escape. Once he's gone, everyone else will be massacred indiscriminately. Therefore, what Zhang Yi chose was to entangle. The Phoenix Academy already knew about his spatial power, but they deliberately released the Fire Phoenix attack, which showed that the Fire Crow was unusual. Zhang Yi did not choose to use a different space to store it, but directly opened the double doors and teleported hundreds of meters away in an instant. But the 10 Fire Phoenixes seemed to be alive and quickly pursued him. It seems that it will never stop. Zhang Yi's heart moved and he turned up his microphone, so that his voice could echo across the entire battlefield. In 20 minutes, the Samsara team from Linhai City next door will arrive on the battlefield. We only need to hold on for 20 minutes and you will lose. The 10 fire crows formed a huge cage in the air, blocking all directions in which Zhang Yi could escape. Zhang Yi took out the white owl, pointed it at the fire crow, and started shooting. Holy silver bullets can destroy demons and have a certain ability to restrain such things. Bang! Bang! Zhang Yi raised his gun and hit 2 fire crows. Sure enough, after being shot, the fire crows dissipated directly in the air. But the time he raised his hand gave other fire crows the opportunity to approach. 3 fire crows attacked from 3 directions, already surrounding him. What the hell is this? Zhang Yi had to deploy the 2 realms to absorb the fire crow's attack. After the 3 phoenixes entered Zhang Yi's mutant space, they disintegrated in the air and turned into streaks of bloody smoke. A very uncomfortable feeling emerged in Zhang Yi's heart. He felt very clearly that his mutant space was being eroded. It's like 3 drops of sewage falling into clean seawater and then spreading rapidly. Unfortunately, it is not an energy-based attack, but is similar to a supernatural toxin, and Zhang Yi cannot expel it. Fortunately, Zhang Yi's mutant space was large enough so that it was not completely destroyed. But after this kind of attack accumulates to a certain extent, it will definitely make it impossible to open the dimensional door. Zhang Yi was not panicked. This amount was far from enough to close his mutant space. But if he continues to consume it, it will be a matter of time before his abilities fail. Without opening the dimensional door, he would not be able to face the Phoenix Academy's close attack. Thoughts in his mind were going very fast. Zhang Yi took advantage of this opportunity and pressed a button on his wrist. The captain-level combat uniform specially made by the Zhang group suddenly bulged out on his back, and two powerful propulsion devices appeared on his back. As blue flames spurted out backwards, he flew high into the sky like a rocket. So on the battlefield, such a strange landscape appeared. Everyone was having a big melee on the ground, and suddenly someone rose into the sky and left the battlefield. Phoenix. Academy Ren also looked up at the sky in astonishment. No matter how fast he was, he couldn't jump up and attack Zhang Yi in the air. "What's this bastard doing flying so high, Phoenix Academy?" Ren smiled evilly. "If you don't come down, I will kill all your beloved teammates." Zhang Yi, who was in the air, looked down at the earth. The humans under his feet were as small as ants. Had to use tactical goggles to see their appearance clearly. He had a panoramic view of the entire battlefield. Even if someone tried to shoot at him with a firearm, they were all absorbed into his extra-dimensional space, and his eyes swept across the earth, and he suddenly caught a very wonderful target. Takeuchi Mayumi, hiding behind a low mountain. "Got you!" Zhang Yi flipped his right hand, and Bai Xiao fell into a different space. Then he took out a long and large weapon, his exclusive sniper, Lei Shu. "Ronin, I'm going to kill your Miko," Zhang Yi said with a smile. Phoenix and Jin originally planned to kill the members of the Tengu squad, but after hearing Zhang Yi's words, he suddenly stopped in his tracks. Among the information he got, there was indeed such a thing. Zhang Yi is a marksman with super long-range sniping ability. Because of her ability, Takeuchi Mayumi must appear near the battlefield. Only then can she apply her ability, Blood Grant, to Phoenix Inner. After possessing this ability, the person being cast can see the movements of all enemies within the next 5 seconds centered on themselves, so that they can make judgments in advance and carry out counterattacks. If it weren't for this, he would never let Takeuchi Mayumi appear on the battlefield. Once Mayumi Takeuchi is lost, not only the strength of Phoenix and Jin will be greatly reduced, even Eclipse would be reduced to a second-rate team, if marked according to Blizzard City's ability standards. With the blessing of Mayumi Takeuchi's Blood Grant ability, his power index can reach a terrifying 9,300 points, but once he loses the ability to predict his opponent's movements within 5 seconds, his ability index will plummet to 8,500 points. Any captain-level figure can easily defeat him. Therefore, Zhang Yi took advantage of his weakness. Phoenix Yuanren hesitated for a moment. Zhang Yi can't kill him, but he can kill Mayumi Takeuchi. He must think clearly about the consequences. But this hesitation only lasted for a second, and Phoenix Yuanren soon came to his senses. If he can be forced to dare not take action by Zhang Yi's words, what kind of team leader would he be? Should I save her now? If I save her, I will lose this golden opportunity to kill the entire Celestial team. What should I do?